Welcome back, and let's talk about our truck onboarding folder. The folder that every truck has inside of their cabin. So first, let's start from the markings on our truck. Well, company name, well, it should be there. Let's say Alex Transportation. You should have the city and the state. Let's say Chicago, Illinois. Should you have MC and US DOT? Well, you can have both, but MC is not required. But US DOT number, it has to be displayed on both sides of that truck. Same as a company name, city, and the state. Well, what do we have in that folder? Oh, let's finish. What else are we putting on the side of the truck? Well, since we all require to have ELDs, we should indicate if our truck has an ELD onboarding device on board, right? How do you get them? Well, if you sign up, let's say for GPS tab or some any other ELD provider, they supply that for you. Make sure you order enough and put it on every truck. Well, what else should be here? Well, when you go through Colorado, I still advise you to put the 8 last digits of your truck so you don't get violations. Some people say, well, it's not mandatory anymore and you're not gonna get violation, but it all depends on the DOT inspector. It used to be one of the things that we had to put on the truck. So for me personally, I'd better have everything that anybody wants than to have violation. So what else? IFTA sticker on both sides, right? IFTA decals, which we receive before January 1st for 2025. Well, make sure you keep 24 and 23 right here. If you have more than 3, please kindly remove them. What else? Well, what else has to be here? Well, of course, fire extinguisher is there. So you should actually put a little sticker that you are compliant. If you have the hot sticker for New York, make sure you put it on a plate in front of your driver's seat. Also markings for the size of your trailer, let's say 53 feet, and those signs that your equipment is doing the wide turn. Order them on Amazon. It's pretty cheap. So I think we're done with everything what we need to have as a markings. Of course, you have your reflective tape on the back of the trailer. Well, let's go back to the folder, that inside folder. What I like you to have, well, first make sure that you do not buy the white color because they're gonna get dirty. So my suggestion for you, get the black color, make sure you print out the name of your company, address, phone, and email. Also, maybe the person who is in charge of your safety. Because in case of accidents or any inspection, they should be able to reach the right person. Don't just leave the general number, which might not be in use, or if you are not answering every phone call. So designate the person who is in charge of all your road problems, crashes, and inspections. Well, let's continue. The first page, of course, is proof of our 30, our MC letter, which we received that we were granted at 30, right? Second page, it's going to be registration for your truck and trailer. And after that, certificate of insurance with your cab cards. So also we need to make sure we have manual and DOT reference card for our ELD devices. Make sure you show your drivers where they located. And 2 sets of the paper logbooks in case of malfunction. Well, your IFTA license for 2025 should be there. Some of you are printing UCRs. Nowadays, they can check UCR just by your company USDOT OMC number, But again, if you're already making this folder, I think you can print the UCR so it all looks nice and clean and neat. What else? Well, you need to have accident registry. You need to have annual inspection for your truck and trailer. Also, you need to make sure that if you have extra, let's say, hazmat certificate, it should be there. What else am I missing? Let me think. Well, probably maintenance for your truck, right? So monthly maintenance record, so your driver can attach the stuff. And what else? Well, if I'm missing something, please add in a comment. And of course, I just remember, don't forget about your lease agreement, right? Most of you are dealing with owner operators, or you actually qualifying your driver, company driver, as an independent contractor. In that case, well, you should have a lease agreement. What else I'm missing? Maybe the cards for your company. If you have attorney who might represent you in case of accidents, well, your driver should have a contact. And probably EFT checks, Fleet One checks. So sometimes when they need to pay for lumper, they have actually extra checks to give to shipper or receiver, so they don't have to go and drive to the closest truck stop, because it happens a lot that shipper and receiver does not have those checks in their possession, or they are out. So make sure that your driver is prepared for